Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BSV TV. I'm your host Satoshi, and on this show we'll be defending the one and only, truly genuine Bitcoin. The Bitcoin that Satoshi Nakamoto designed in his white paper as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system for the world. Let's get the disclaimers out of the way. So all the statements that you hear on this show are opinion and must only ever be taken as opinion. They are never to be taken as any form of advice, family, financial, sexual or otherwise. And on that note, let's sit back, relax, have some fun and enjoy the show. Get paid for your content in Bitcoin and set your own fee on Streamanity.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I wasn't asked why I'm convinced. Craig is Satoshi. I posted on Reddit. He signed in my presence using the private key from block number one, the very first mined Bitcoin block, on a computer that I'm convinced had not been tampered with, on software I'm convinced that had not been tampered with, a message of my choosing.
At Enchain, we've just funded a number of universities doing, so far, a test up to 1 gigabyte because it validates what we've already done independently. We've tested up to 380 gigabyte blocks. We've tested 1 million transactions a second and transaction sizes up to 20 megabytes. Super complex scripts, basically ones that can run operating systems. That's basically all of global commerce times about 50. On top of that, we can have complex scripts. On top of that, we can scale each of those transactions 1,000 times, which effectively means about 1 billion transactions per second, which means we can then have all derivatives, all complex trades. That means high frequency trading. It means everything that happens globally.
Is the market that effectively BSV is going for, is that global e-commerce, which is currently valued at $29 trillion?
No, that's too small.
Buy and sell Bitcoin instantly at bsvgravity.com. And you can now book and pay for your winter holiday at skibsv.com. Good afternoon, everybody. It looks like we are live. We have been going for 2 minutes 30 seconds. The frames per second look good. The CPU looks good. The stream looks healthy. That's what we need. It looks like it's official. We are live at 5 once again. Maybe the others are doing it for the same reason. Just for lols. Who knows? Who knows? But here we have Bitcoin. So again, got btc.com, F2 pools on there. No pooling on there. And let's have a look at the prices. Oops, I've been looking at this myself. Going to USD for our friends across the pond. A bit of a sea of green today. Let's see what's so it looks like looking at these trading pumps and stuff, it looks like maybe more traders are coming over to try their luck on Bitcoin. Again, I do not approve of trading at all because it just simply devalues it. They should be investing, not pumping and dumping the shit out of it. You know, we don't need any more Charlie Lees just simply exit scamming their projects or anything like that. And so this is kind of like the main news I wanted to come at. So it says here, so come January 2021, only Bitcoin, aka BSV, will be a digital cash system and all others are crypto assets. BSV is not a crypto asset. So no USA, no UK, no EU in 2021. Only BSV left. So again, he loves being a little bit cryptic in what he's saying. No USA, no UK, no EU in 2021. Don't quite know what that means. Is it no what? Just no USA? He's not going to nuke them. No USA, gonna nuke that one. No UK, gonna nuke that. Gonna nuke everything. Not going to be there. There's only going to be BSV left. Again, feel free to interpret it in your own way. But I personally am interpreting this as regulators in the USA, in the UK, in EU in 2021 will like only allow the use of BSV, maybe? Yeah, as in like they're going to ban all the rest because they're all absolute pieces of shit, speculative pieces of crap. I mean, we know he's got the contacts. I mean, there's also a little winky smiley face there. So, you know, that kind of like says to me, you know, as in kind of like, you know what I mean. Well, you know, again, I mean, he can't be too blatant with what he's saying, but it's pretty clear. I mean, we know this anyway, and something has to be a trigger, and basically kind of he has to be the trigger for it, whatever it is. You know, either whether it is people that he knows from his cybersecurity days, or it's education, or whether it's something that he's going to do himself. Who knows? But you know, Jan 2021 sounds to me like it's going to be big, like big, and big. You know, should affect value, and maybe should potentially affect price as well. You know, who knows? Usage, utility, but everything that happens is, you know, adding value. I mean, the value that this thing has got is just absolutely massive, absolutely massive. So, just bearing in mind, kind of like what he said here. He said, like, come, you know, Jan 2021. I also just want to draw your attention to a speech that Craig gave during CoinGeek, where he was talking about venture capitalists, and maybe you know, I think he suggested like not necessarily needing it. I took this or interpreted it as him saying, look, you know, build your thing now, you know, get it done, whatever, get earning BSV, buying BSV, just anything like that. Because basically, him being Satoshi Nakamoto is the wealthiest person in the space. So again, you know, along with all these other miners who do the investing. So not only do miners invest in their you know, mining equipment, they also invest in you know, devs and other people who are building utility applications on chain. So personally, I think that was him saying, look, you know, we are taking the reins here. You know, we are doing what is needed. Do not go after venture capitalist investment right now, because in terms of like taking venture capitalist investment, you're effectively giving away half of your idea. Is he basically saying, look, you won't need that venture capitalist funding very soon because of what we are doing? It is our responsibility to build this thing out, to kickstart it, to get this thing going. Yeah, obviously when the price shoots up, everyone else is going to be, you know, is going to have, well, wealth, if that's what you want to call it. You know, then they can use that money, and they won't have needed venture capitalist investment for their idea, because you just simply buy BSV, the price has gone up, and then you can afford to actually build your idea yourself. You know, put your own money into it. You don't have to give away half of your idea basically for nothing, because you can fund it yourself. That's the way that I interpreted what he was saying. And this kind of, what he said then in CoinGeek sort of ties in with what he's saying here. So when he was saying, look, you know, don't, you know, in a number of words, kind of, you know, don't get capitalist venture funding yet. Build it. You know, your business will, start rocking and rolling before you know it. This is what, January 2021. We're already 8th of October. So it's only 2 months and maybe three weeks away. You know, so it's kind of like, you just hold. I think what he's saying is like, just hold on. You know, hold your horses. Don't be getting that capital investment yet. We are playing our hand. You know, and you will see this in January 2021. That's the way I interpret this. So basically, this guy. I mean, look, he's drawn this. I mean, literally, there is nothing out of the ordinary about that. And it's like he's trying to explain this to people as if they wouldn't understand it. I mean, there is no understanding of Bitcoin in this whatsoever. You know, it's absolutely insane. I think this is kind of like what they call like a Bollinger Band or whatever, you know. Well, a Bollinger Band actually sort of like is the outside of the actual price, the price chart. But I mean, look at this, you know, they're going, oh, trend line and all that. He's got no fundamental understanding of what Bitcoin, you know, is going to do. It's just so basic, it made my head hurt looking at that. Let me show you what this chart is actually going to look like. Right, so I mean, I know most of you have probably seen this chart before, but this is what's going to happen. Like, we are literally right about here. So as it starts to take market share, you know, like the price of this thing absolutely rockets. And this is where you've got almost every man and his dog piling in, like huge corporations, because they're realizing that fiat currency has got no fundamental value whatsoever. You know, everybody is starting to use this thing. They're all piling in. You know, all those people who are skeptics and they didn't know what Bitcoin was suddenly start looking at it when it's getting to like 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million. Now, what on earth? All these people who are saying it's a bubble, they start getting in as well. You know, and then when it gets to sort of 50% of its market share, that's when the increase starts to diminish. You know, so it does start to diminish after it takes 50% of the market share. You know, but it never ever stops going up. It can't ever stop going up, because if it were to stop going up, it would start to centralize. And so I said the reason Bitcoin, BSV, will dominate the world is because the current medium of exchange used for conducting business and global trade is fundamentally not even worth the paper it's printed on. Like, literally, it's nothing. It is fundamentally absolutely worthless. You know, a bit of paper that is just printed and printed into infinity. So £20 actually isn't really worth £20 when you just print more. But what they can't do is just simply, you know, print smaller and smaller denomination notes. It's just simply not practically possible. You know, because if you've got like so many different denomination notes within the economy, it's just simply easier to forge. You know, it undermines the security of it. You know, so you know, literally the money that we're using for everything at the moment has got literally no value. Literally utterly worthless. And Bitcoin will very soon make this clear for everybody to see. Yeah, but I mean, I understand why people don't get this, because they've never seen anything like this in their lives. I mean, I've never seen anything like this, but I mean, it's only because I've got, you know, a fundamental understanding of money, you know, and you know, financial services, law, economics, and everything else. And generally, I was actually, you know, really intrigued by this. Like, how the hell is it done this? There's no book out there that can explain this. So you've basically got to figure it out for yourself, which is what I've done. And then when I realised this, I was just like, oh my goodness me, this thing is absolutely sensational. Let's just have a quick look at this last one by Cointelegraph. So this one said, crypto art piece sells for 130k at Christie's auction house. Here we go. Right, I've got my phone ready to ding a dong to people in the chat box. There we go, people. Hope you enjoyed the show today. More tomorrow, as ever. And as I always say, be aware, take care, stay safe out there. Joy given. Catch everybody later. BuyBSV.live, the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online. Get paid for your content in Bitcoin and watch the full episode on Streamanity, free for 15 hours. Go to www.satoshi.tv. See the link in the description below.